How are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm okay.
And now, listen to this music. Why is it not playing? Dun, 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 dun.
That's some good music you have there.
Yes. Have you ever known when is a sasa?
No, no. Never even had to find out what that really means.
Oh, why? And I know you've used it many times. So when they say to chase means play. So to chase play, sasa is so to chase sasa. Dun dun dun.
Oh,
Let's
play
now
now.
play.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Good
That's
evening, good
interesting.
afternoon, and good morning from wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to our live show today. And today I have an amazing visitor here. And he's going to introduce himself. He'll tell us what he does at Tayari.live, and he's going to guide us through this session because I know most of you have asked questions. If we want to study at Tayari, or if we want our kids to have a Tayari experience, how do we go about it? And this is the day when we learn how to do all that. I bet you are ready. And you're going to enjoy this session as it starts till the end. So remember, if you have any question, do not forget to type on the comment section and we are going to answer you accordingly. So Busola, welcome to our live show today.
Thank you so much again, Diana. So great to be here. I mean, the last conversation we had was about 1 hour 30 minutes, and I'm hoping that this does not this does not happen to be a repeat of that last one.
No, no, no.
Well,
This one is
no,
going
no,
to
no.
be a
I'm just
very
being
short.
hilarious. Oh no, no, no. It's all right.
Right?
It's all right. Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, so
So
good afternoon,
mhm.
everyone. My name is Busola, and currently I'm working as the software lead at Tayari.live. Um, I have I mean awesome customer experiences before I transitioned into software engineering because of my desire to want to create things, not just being at the consumer end of things, basically. So I've been an engineer for about 2 years, 3 years plus now. Right, but of course, now that we have a lot of AI and agentic flow around, it just shortens the period of wealth of experience and all that. But then I've been enjoying my work here so much, exposure, amazing community of um, you know
Amazing
colleagues
people.
and all that. Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's my role. I work as a software. I'm the one who makes sure that software is working well, and I work with a team as well to ensure that that is properly done. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You only told us one name. And you
Oh,
also didn't tell us where you're coming from.
okay. Yeah. Forgive me, please. I don't usually remember. Sometimes I just assume that everybody knows. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So my name is Ogumbayo Busola, right? And Patrick is my third name, right? Um, and I'm from Nigeria, Ondo State specifically. Most people when they hear Nigeria, they always think Lagos, Abuja, but again, those are not the only two places in Nigeria. We have more. So
All
yeah,
right. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Thank you so
yeah.
much for that wonderful introduction. And we are just going to dive into these questions that we are going to look at today. But
Awesome.
no, before we even move into, you know, um, Tayari on and all that, I'd like to understand uh, this software engineering. Is this something you wanted to be or to become since you were young, or it is an interest that grew because you saw so and so doing something nice and then you said someday that will be me.
Okay, well, so first of all, I'm not one of those childhood aspiration kind of. I can't remember the many things I wanted to be when I was young. Maybe at some point a doctor, at some point change to a I don't know. But
It kept on
basically,
it kept on changing in seasons.
just kept on changing, right? It
Uh-huh.
kept on changing basically. So, but I think my resolve to jump into software engineering really started in 2020. So like I said, I think I said it tangentially initially, right? That
Mm,
the primary intent behind my pivot to software engineering was that personally, I got personally tired of just being a consumer of things
mhm,
and wanted to start, exploring my abilities in, creating stuff. Of course, I do stuff outside of software engineering and that I do very well, right?
mhm,
Singing, music, and all that. But um, eh, I got to a point where I just felt my talent stock has to be bigger than this, has to be bigger than what I am used to, basically.
mhm,
So in 2022, I gave it a shot with Python, very simple, programming language and all that. That was on Coursera or something. So, of course,
mhm.
I think I forgot to mention that one of the things that actually made the transitioning quite a little bit less of bumps. I wouldn't say, I don't want to use the word easy, but I'll say had less bumps was that I have an engineering background. So I studied mechanical engineering in university.
Ah, great.
Um, yeah, in 5 years. So yeah, by the time in 2023 the desire started, forming heavily, and then saw the opportunity and just like, hey, come on, let's take
Mm,
this. And really, there are not too many things in my life I can say I was very sure about, but this one I was very sure,
mm.
very sure.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
is it in simple terms you can say that you like, being hands-on, yeah? You like
yeah.
creating things.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you get into my mind right now, my mind is is a creator's mind. I like
mm,
creating stuff. If I'm not creating software, if I'm not writing code, I'm creating music.
mm,
I'm exploring different things. I also write as well too. It's one of my favorite.
mm,
It's actually one of my go-to strengths when I want to reflect.
mm.
Yeah, I write so, as much as I can type fast, but I still hold on to the traditional pen and biro. As you can see, I still have a pen and biro in front of me. So exactly. So I still,
Okay.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
basically. So
That's
yeah,
great.
basically.
Indeed, you're a man of many skills, huh?
Hoping to get some more though.
Oh, okay. God-given skills, huh? Okay. Now,
Yeah,
what problem are we trying to solve when we started building the Tayari learning platform?
that's a great question. And personally, that's actually one of the things that has even kept me in the company for a very long time.
Mm-hmm,
I had the opportunity to be onboarded with some of the materials that the CEO had presented, Jacqueline Suma,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
at some point, where she actually shared the vision behind Tayari Live. How it started with her, because they were moving from place to place, basically because of her job, and then of course they needed some level of Swahili training for the kids. They couldn't find good ones, and then they thought to themselves like, "Oh, why? Let's create one. If we can't find one, basically."
mm-hmm,
So um so the problem we're trying to create is basically to bridge that gap of language
mm-hmm.
in a very modern way, right? Easy to
Yeah.
use approach, um you know employing technologies that people are already used to in their day-to-day lives currently
Mm-hmm,
and all that. So basically, but the problem we're trying to solve basically is diaspora parents who really want their kids to be intimate with their native language, right? We are that bridge. Let me not say we are like that bridge. We are that bridge. We bridge that language, that
mm-hmm,
language gap between for diaspora parents. But primarily our major target is diaspora parents, but we still also anyone who is in that category can also jump on the ship too. So basically that's the problem we're trying to solve. Language barriers, heritage connection, and family ties. Basically, yep,
And those people who are in, diaspora to connect to their roots. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. And Another question is, you know, we have so many ways of to learn a language. Today
Mhm.
in this era, we definitely we have so many ways to learn a language. But why did Tayari choose to create its own dedicated learning platform for Swahili?
Yeah. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking, because I think it's also important for people to know um, why Tayari is a bit peculiar, right? So the
Mm-hmm,
reason we decided to do this is because, uh, again, just tracking back to everything that Jacqueline Suma said, um, the pain point is personal. We're not trying to just, oh, that's a good idea there, I think we should copy it. No, that's not what we're trying to do, right?
mm-hmm,
It's personal. It's something home. Like the issue is at home. And so, like, I mean, just with the whole narration with Jacqueline Suma and all that. So the issue is at home. So
mm-hmm,
we know firsthand, where this hurts. So,
mm-hmm,
and we know the things that, if this was in place, if that was in place, I think this would have sorted the entire problem. So we may not know it entirely, but I think we're very familiar with the problem. Again, and that's primarily, like, I like the question you asked. It's a very important question, like that. I mean, why
mm-hmm,
not just, I mean, partner with Duolingo or maybe some of these other
mm.
LMS, right? Language management, language learning systems
Uh-huh.
out there. But again, apart from the fact that we want people to learn language, there is something more we're targeting, which is heritage connection. All right, we're really big on that. So again, primarily why we're doing this is not because, again, well, yeah, we want to make money. Oh yeah, let me not say it's not because we want to make money. We actually do want to make money, right? But more imperatively is that the pain
Mm-hmm.
points we're trying to solve is at home. We're familiar with the problem, and we know exactly, if these things were in place, um, we would definitely solve those problems. And basically, yeah, that's it.
So you were saying that the CEO with Jacqueline Suma wanted to have something unique, something that is not like everyone out there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Mm,
I don't have all the details in my head, but again, I'm very intimate to that information because, like I said, it's one of the things that really trickled me during
mm-hmm,
my when I joined the team and all that. So I mean, she had a daughter. She has not had a daughter. She has a daughter who, I mean, she wanted the daughter to know how to speak. I think it's Swahili because Jacqueline Suma is Kenyan.
yeah, she
So
is.
yeah, so she wanted that. I mean, she wanted it for her kid. So like I said, I mean, the selling point here is that we're not trying to copy. We're not looking at it that, oh, this is a good idea. No, the pain is actually at home. It's different from
Mm,
being familiar with someone's. If I want to treat someone, I can treat from the familiarity of the injury. But if I've been injured that way before, the
mm-hmm,
compassion and the methods, I would be treating that issue how I
mm-hmm,
wish I was treated when I had the issue. Basically, of course, complementing
mm,
with a lot of progressive knowledge that I may have in that direction. Basically, yeah.
mm-hmm.
So that's it.
So what I'm also trying to get is that in this other platform, there was something that was missing, right?
Hmm.
There was something that was missing, and now in the app or in the platform Tayari is creating, it is because she wanted to implement, she wanted to put that thing that is missing so that to make it whole, to make it complete.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that is really great. Now,
yeah.
could you please give us a tour of the Tayari platform and show us
Okay,
what a new learner sees after they have logged in?
okay. So let me just share my screen. I really hope you can see my screen.
Mm, uh-huh. Yes, I can see it.
Okay, great. So, and
Mm-hmm.
if you look at this interface, we've built it in a way that we deliberately do not want it to be too busy, easy to use,
Mhm.
so
How
that
about maybe you start from the logging in, logging in
okay, for
or
the login in, I would need to
yes.
use another credential. So let me see if I can
Okay.
if I can do that.
Sure, no worries.
Okay, so this is the homepage, right? The first thing that you see um
Mm-hmm.
when you come on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me leave the this is the link to the website so that just in case if any of our viewers want to have a look for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can share link.
I'm about to do that now. Yeah, so I just did that. So
Mm-hmm.
if any of our viewers want
Thank
to
you so
have,
much.
yeah, it's
Thank you
not a
so
problem.
much for that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the first thing you see. Of course, when you come into the page, you can either register as a parent, you can either register as a child. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the big one that I even think that we've not really been talking about a whole lot. Is that I mean,
Bustola, is there a way
I,
that you can expand because it's very, very small and
okay, all
you
right,
might be struggling in like, thank you. This is more, much better. Great.
okay, great. I'm sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
think I should have paid attention to. Okay, great, great, yeah. So yeah, so this is it. Like I said, you can
Mm-hmm.
log in as a parent, as a child, as an educator, and then learning for yourself and all that. But you
Mm-hmm.
see that primarily because the pain points, the people that we're really targeting is parents who want to help their children. That's really why this button is
Mm-hmm.
outlined separately from the others, basically. All right.
Okay.
So I'll just go through that route of the parents, but again, at some point, if you want to
Mm-hmm.
explain any of this, it's most likely just the same thing. So let's continue. So let me say, all right, I want to learn Swahili. What's my child's name? Let me say her name is Kiwi Kiwi here, right? I don't know if there's a name
Mm.
like that in
In Swahili?
yeah, but I just came up with that. So let's say it's a
Okay.
boy,
Mm-hmm.
right? So,
Yeah.
and as you can see, we're just taking fundamental. And the reason for this information that we're gathering is because this will basically help us to also tailor the experience of your child, right? Because the entire
Mm.
system is designed in a way that it considers the the age level of the child, the
Sure.
comprehension, the things that, of course,
Mm-hmm.
some of the things are it's okay at this level they can comprehend and all of that. So basically, that's why. So here is the child a complete beginner? Do they speak few words and recognize some vocabularies?
Mm-hmm.
Conversational, fluent, and all that. So I would want a complete beginner experience. So, and then we'll continue. And then now I think this is very important. Of course, most people may just click some options because they just want to move forward. But I think this is important because, like I said, this onboarding basically is what decides what your experience will look like once you get to. We're gathering this data from the parents or the people who are registering at first because
Mm-hmm.
we want the experience to be very tailored, not generic, but
Sure.
extremely tailored. For an example, if I pick something around, you know, stop the language from slipping away or connecting with grandparents, a lot of the examples and the
Mm-hmm.
what's it called, the exercises would be around this kind of context. Whereas if it's preparing for a trip, you get more
Mm-hmm.
examples that has to do with traveling, and all of that basically. So let me just say, someone wants to raise a fully bilingual child and then connect a grandparent. So let's pick those two for example.
Mm-hmm.
So how often does Kiwi here speak Swahili at home? This helps us to understand where to start. So I say she never speaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is also a great feature. So before you continue, you could also book a call with us, but I don't think you'll be able to see that screen because it moves away from
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it moves away. So maybe I'll just let me take that away. So from
Okay.
there, you move forward to roadmap. I just even remembered now because that I made some changes on the website, but I don't think they are live yet. So
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, it's not live yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically this is where the journey really starts to get interesting. Is
Mm-hmm.
that there is a roadmap for every child, exactly what you expect them to learn, exactly what the experience will look like, the
Uh-huh.
words they will be learning, the topics that they will be, of course, the important components of communication, greeting and basic words, colors and animals, food
Mm-hmm.
and family, fun and adventure, basically, right? So I don't know if you
Mhm.
can see each of
Mhm.
this, but in the closest future, this particular page is going to be shorter than this, right? Because we would not want the user to be bothered with too much details while being onboarded, basically.
Yeah, for sure. Mm.
Yeah. So as you can see here,
Mhm.
the details have been persisted. Swahili. He's learning Swahili, and then he's
Mhm.
7 years old. And the
Mm.
reasons: bilingual pride, and then connection with grandparents, right? Basically.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you continue to
Mhm.
dashboard. So you enter a pin, 4 digits, right?
Mhm.
Then you enter your name. Let's say my name is Busola, right?
Mhm.
So let's say this is the city where what's it called?
You are.
This is the city where you're in. And
Mm.
I think it's very important to read this information here. You can see it says that the reason we're collecting this information is because this helps connect you with Tayari families in your area
In your
for
area.
planned,
Yeah.
yes, for planned in-person activities and meetups, because there are times when there are also physical
Mhm.
camps for the children and all that. You
Mm.
know a bit of that because you've been on some of those. I'm planning some too as well too. So the
Mhm. Sure.
experience, like I said, the entire experience is not just designed to be a face the computer thing all the time, right? There are also
Mhm.
plans to ensure that there's physical connection with everyone who is on in the Tayari family. We use the word Tayari family because we don't just see everybody registers as a customer. We
Sure.
recognize them as a
As a
family, right?
family. Ah,
Yes, as a
great.
member of the family.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So so let's say I live somewhere in Houston.
Mm.
I hope I have that correct. Houston. I'm not sure. In the United
Okay.
States.
Maybe you can
All right.
expand again because it's a little bit small.
Oh, okay. Is it any better
Mm.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let me use a separate mail that I have.
Mm.
Mm, right. So once this goes through, you're gonna get a verification in your email. Then,
Mhm.
of course, I won't be sharing my email here because of some very sensitive information, basically, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, you can be sure that once you register, you go to your mail. I'm trying to open my mail app here.
Sure.
Okay, still coming in.
Mhm.
Okay, I have it. Cool.
Great.
So there we are. Mhm. And paste. So once you have it, verify.
Mhm.
That's the final stage of the onboarding, basically,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
So it's verifying to be sure that the code is correct. So and then boom, here you are straight away, right?
Mhm.
And then in just a little bit of what's it called, um, challenge and all that,
Mhm.
uh, basically.
Yeah, you just choose your name.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Mhm.
so this is where it lands. But I'll just want to quickly, because this child learning platform
Sema.
requires
Mm.
just a little bit. So I would want to start with the parents dashboard just to let parents know exactly what the experience will look like. So of course you
Okay.
can see simple dashboard, nothing complicated. You have the
Mhm.
name of your child, and of course you have the chance also of also adding another child if you have more than one, right? So
Yeah.
here's a general overview, the email, the details you've dropped, and then the language. You don't have goals set yet. This is the
Mm.
roadmap, just exactly as the one that was seen at the
Beginning.
onboarding stage. Yes,
Mm.
exactly. So you have the opportunity to see her weekly or his weekly progress.
Mm.
What's it called? Lessons done, games played, daily streaks. The books unlocked and all that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and then yeah, so weekly family rituals. These are things that you could suggestions, like for you as a bilingual parent, or as a
Mhm.
parent who is working towards, I mean, having your family be a native speaking family, right? These are some of family rituals that um you could start using.
Embrace. Mm.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then this is
Mhm.
the book a call feature. Then, and the reason for this call, and I think it's imperative that anyone who joins Tayari Live should consider booking this call, primarily because um it takes away that part of you having to want to figure everything by yourself. Of course, the website
Mhm.
is definitely easy to use if you still decide and say, okay, you know what, I don't have all the time per se to book a call and all that. But if you do,
Mhm.
of course, the person you'll be interfacing with is going to help you gain perspective on some of the imperative things that you need to focus on at different stages of the learning for the
Mhm.
child as a parent, right?
Mhm.
Basically. So that's that about that. So you can refer people as well too, because we want everyone to also what's the word, to excuse me, to
Bless you.
benefit,
Mhm.
right? Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can share with families that you know that are also in the same need space. They're also looking at something like that. So you can share, and there is an existing community.
Mhm.
You don't see any posts yet because we don't have posts there yet. So you can see these are the other languages that we also treat here in what's it called,
Tayari.
Atari.live. Yeah, but you can, of course, based on the language you selected, that's the one you could select for the time being. But then you're privy to
Mhm.
seeing the discussions at different places, success stories, struggles, tips and
Mhm.
tricks, and all that.
Mhm.
All of those things would be properly filled in the closest future. And this is really where some of the recordings for this is broken for now. Like I said, I made some changes today, but those changes are not live yet, so that's why we still have some of these things here. But this is basically where um uh, the daily videos, some of the daily videos that
Mhm.
Korea needs to watch to learn and all that. This is where she's gonna have every of the videos, basic video experience. And then we
Mm.
have the parents mode. This shows your balance basically after you have what's it called,
Mhm.
referred and done some 1 or 2 activities and all that basically. But this and this, yeah. So yeah, and then we have the AI grammar, which is the feature that you have down here. I hope you can see this. Let me be sure that
Mm.
it's glaring. Yeah, so you see this jumping button at the extreme right.
Mhm.
Yeah, this button here. Maybe I should make it bigger a bit. Yeah, so you see this button here, that's our AI grammar,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, you can ask her anything, and like how do I pronounce Jabari, you know, and what does it mean, so this is entirely AI powered. And this was something that I was hoping to jump into at a later time, but I think
Mhm.
now that I'm already here, I should. Oh, that's supposed to be. Uh-huh, exactly. So you see, it says Caribou. What a beautiful name
Expand.
to ask about. Okay, I need to
Expand.
expand.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So it
Mm.
says Caribou. I think Caribou means well done, right?
Welcome.
Welcome. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I need
Mhm.
to polish my Swahili. Uh, so what a beautiful
Mhm.
name to ask about. So it says Jabari, also spelled, is a Swahili name that means brave, fearless, brave one, and all that. How to pronounce it. So you see that the good thing about it is that it doesn't just leave you with the meaning.
Mhm.
It takes advantage of your pre-existing knowledge of sounds to then teach you the correct
Mhm.
pronunciation. So you see it says ja, ba,
Mm.
and ri.
Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it says Jabari. So it goes says like the ja is like J-A, or as in
Mm.
ja, right? Then you
Okay.
stress the middle syllable like ba, like bother, like the
Mm.
ba,
Mhm.
right? And then
Yeah.
it's soft to read and Jabari, exactly.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, so then gives a bit of clarity and says the emphasis lands in the middle of the syllable, blah blah blah, and all that. I don't want to bother us with too
Mm.
much of this, basically,
Mm.
right? So
Yeah.
yeah, but you see, like I said, this is AI powered, fully AI powered, right?
Mhm.
So the responses that we're getting, the AI is already trained in most of these languages, and you know would give accurate feedback with respect to that. So I won't be able to touch base on the child learning journey because there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot to unpack here that
Mm-hmm.
if I don't want to start and not eventually finish, right? So, but
Mm,
basically, you
Sema.
see Sema here,
mm,
songs,
mm,
games,
Nyimbo.
hmm and I don't know
mm.
if you can hear the AI speaking the words.
The audio,
Can you
yes, I
hear
can
them?
hear it. Yes, I can.
Oh, great, great.
Mm,
Yeah. So
Cheza.
Cheza,
mm, mm-hmm.
Vitabu.
Vitabo,
Books,
you know,
yeah. Mm,
exactly. So yeah.
mm,
So basically, that's it. All those other ones are things that maybe we'll jump on later on. But again, if you just look at the entire website, we just like I said,
mm-hmm,
the entire experience was created deliberately in a way that it will not be much of a bother. Really, this is every single thing,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
You just really begin to now explore, day one of the journey,
Safari ya lugha.
um,
mm,
learn quite a number of things. Um,
mm.
let's see, learn it, hear the words pronounced. And this is
Ugali.
Uga.
Ugali.
Yeah, exactly. You heard it right.
Yeah, I
So
had it.
exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm,
So you see the experience the child is having, like she's able to, or he
Ugali.
is able to, hear the
mm,
words and so on and so forth. So basically, I think that's as much as I think is needful for a first timer. I don't want this video to be overwhelming with the entire,
mm,
and all that, because every other thing is really more of housekeeping, some things to aid the experience. You have a problem.
mm,
If there's something you feel like we should work on, give us a feature request
mm-hmm,
and all that. And then here you can see anything that you have submitted in the first place to be sure whether we have worked on it or not.
mm-hmm.
And then there's a mat here, parents community here, not too far from the one that's in the actual parent dashboard, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's it. Basically.
Wow. This is really, really interesting. I think I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. You know that part where we have the AI grandmama, Nyanya.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
just ask a question, how it is pronounced, and then it gives you every detail that you need. That is quite wonderful.
Every detail. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
that is
And
really,
again,
really
it's
good.
AI powered, like I said.
So, is
So
it safe to say
it's
that
an
the feature in this platform or in this app that is very, interactive and helping learners to learn, it is the AI grandmama?
yes, although not just that
Mm-hmm,
alone. Um if you notice when I was in the child
mm-hmm,
learning platform,
mm-hmm.
you'd notice that um you have audio interaction.
Ah, sure. Uh-huh.
Cheza.
Yeah,
Mm,
audio interaction.
okay.
So as you as you
Nyimbo.
you know uh
Mm,
you hear that Nimbo,
mm,
Sema.
Sema,
Cheza.
Chesa,
mm,
Vitabu.
Vitabo. So the air grammar is just one, but which is the really major feature, right? But it's just one
mm,
out of the many things that makes for interaction on
mm-hmm.
the entire platform. There are
Sorry.
also games as well too.
Mm-hmm,
Thank you. There are also games apart from So let's say, for example, this is a game,
Simba
mm-hmm,
right?
anasema.
mm-hmm.
All right. So
Yeah.
Simba
so
anasema. Imba.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't hear so much of Swahili, but I think you would know specifically what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
respond
yeah,
there.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
So
say it's quite great interactive,
Simba
and I've also
anasema.
seen that
Simba
yeah,
anasema.
it's a
Kimbia.
platform where a child can be in a position of controlling, without having to have a parental aid. It's very
yeah.
simple
We
to.
also,
Mm-hmm,
of course, when using AI, it's very important that AI safety is very important. So the necessary policies around making sure that the AI is doing what is needful
mm-hmm,
Everything is already in place. It's very like you use the exact choice, the exact right choice of words.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually safe, very safe for children,
Mm.
very safe.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for taking us through the platform. It's quite beautiful, and I'm seeing that the future of Swahili is quite bright because we have so many uh, activities, so many things to do in
Yeah,
that platform. So, parents,
yeah,
parents, educators, and those who are watching us, feel free to visit our site. Try to register your child. Try to navigate through the app. And if you have any question, please do not forget to type it on the comment section, or you can send us an email at learn@tayari.live, and we will be there to help you and guide you every step. hmm You've
yeah,
seen how seamless it is to go through the app, and we'll be happy to help you. So, Busola, what is your
yeah.
favorite feature on the platform? The one that you
AI
think.
grammar.
Oh, it is the one that you think that you did not even let me finish my question, or I don't need
I'm
to
sorry
finish.
about that.
I don't need to finish.
Okay, so finish up.
Hmm?
Let's finish up actually. Finish up actually.
No, so what is your favorite feature in the platform that, the one that you think, learners shouldn't miss?
Yeah. So is the AI grammar. I am I love to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see a tool that shortens the curve for learning,
Mm,
I take full advantage of it. Because the good thing about it is that
mm-hmm.
for most of the things that are isolatedly available on the website,
Mm,
the AI grammar can compound that entire experience for you. Meaning you can have a game experience with the what's it called with the AI grammar, right? You can tell grammar the AI grammar. Let's play Sema for an example,
uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's literally anything. There's nothing. So let's say for an example, you can tell the AI grammar, teach me biology in Swahili.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It
So
is
that's why I
dusty.
said that's why I said the limitations are, are there are no limitations,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Except for anything that is not safe, foul
mm,
languages, uh, erratic stuff and all that. Of course, the AI is definitely trained to ensure that
mm-hmm,
languages in that direction, the AI cuts it off almost immediately. But
mm-hmm,
yeah, that's one feature I think everyone should really play with because you would actually need it as an assistant while navigating every other thing. You notice
mm-hmm,
that on some of the pages,
mm-hmm.
we deliberately did not have the English and
Swahili.
native language side by side.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Yeah.
it's so that could trickle you a little bit and like, okay,
What
what
does
is
it
this? Of
mean?
course, exactly. And then you could just maybe pick it up and like, oh, you know what?
Mm,
I'm in this section and this particular thing is not clear to me. What does it mean?
mm,
And then the AI grammar can break it down to you like a 12-year-old and all that.
mm,
Yeah. So I think everyone should. I would even suggest that, I mean, the moment, because you're already using AI, right? You use ChatGPT, you
mm,
use Claude and the rest and all that. So
mhm,
that's one available tool that I think anyone should immediately jump on and take advantage. AI makes the learning curve for anything very short,
mhm,
and that's primarily the reason for my saying like it's my most interesting. It was something that from inception when we were building, we knew it was not a second option. It
mm,
had to be there. It
Yeah,
had to be
I
there.
have seen indeed
Yeah,
it can do a lot. It can really, really help learners, and it can keep them engaged, and they'd want to continue interacting with it over and over again.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
as we are almost winding up this show, I have one last question. So, if
All
you
right.
could describe Tayari learning experience in just 3 words, what will it be?
Simple,
Uh-huh.
amazing, and quick.
Oh, simple. Parents, did you
Simple,
hear that? Simple.
amazing, and quick.
Simple, amazing, and quick. Please
And quick.
come and experience this simple, amazing, and quick way of learning Swahili at Tayari.live, because I know and I believe that you will enjoy every step as well as your child, because they
Yeah.
will start speaking And I know you'll be very, very happy to see them having to improve after every lesson or after every 20 minutes that they have with Tayari. Remember, we say that consistency is key. So, and in our app, you can have like um 20 minutes every day. But if you refer a
Yeah,
parent, you can have extra 10 minutes. Isn't that
10
wonderful?
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is indeed a really, really, really wonderful. Yeah. So thank you so much, Busela, for giving us, behind the scene of what, the Tayari platform looks like, and also showing us how
my
to
pleasure.
interact with it. This indeed is very, very informative. And I believe that whoever who is watching us today here will definitely go and try this amazing, amazing app. Please don't miss out, because it will be very, very very important for your child if you are looking to them, the belonging that they need to have, if you're looking forward to showing them their roots, if you're looking forward to giving them, their language heritage, because this is, um this one is spread, can I say spread, or this one can be, can be used from, generations and generations to come. And remember, this is the best gift you can give to your kids. All right.
Best gift.
Indeed, it is
Yeah.
the best. It is the best gift you can give. You can give to our kids.
Yes, it
So
is.
we have come to the end of our lives, and I hope you enjoyed. Let's meet next time with so much more about Tayari.live. Please like, comment, share, and do not forget to subscribe. Bye.